Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to break down the incredible, and I mean incredible, science behind something you do every single second, but probably never even think about: your balance. So let's dive right in. First off, we've got to appreciate what an amazing performance this unseen skill of balance really is. I mean, have you ever really thought about how you stand, walk, or even just sit without constantly toppling over? It feels totally automatic, right? But it's not. It's actually this super complex, nonstop symphony that your body is conducting every single moment of the day. And when that symphony gets disrupted, the consequences can be really, really serious. Get this. For people over 65, falls are a major cause of serious injury and, well, a loss of independence. So this isn't just some neat party trick your body does. It's absolutely fundamental to our health. Okay, so what is balance, really? The fancy term for it is postural stability. But here's an easy way to think about it. Imagine your body's center of mass. That's kind of like a single point where all your weight is focused. Balance is just the process of keeping that point hovering right over your base of support, which is pretty much the area your feet are covering on the ground. It's this constant, active dance with gravity. So the big question is, how on earth does your body pull this off? Well, it all comes down to the super sophisticated team, a lightning-fast control system that we can call the balance trio. Yeah, see, balance control is all about the nervous system and the musculoskeletal system working together. This trio has three key players. First, you've got sensors out there gathering intel. Second, you have a central processor, that's your brain, making sense of all that data. And third, you have the motor responses, your muscles, that actually do the work. Let's break each one down. First up in the sensor crew, your eyes. Your visual system is constantly feeding your brain information, telling it, hey, here's where your head is compared to the room, the floor, that table. It's your frame of reference. Next, we've got the somatosensory system. This is basically your sense of touch and position all rolled into one. Think about it. You have these tiny little receptors in your skin, your muscles, your joints, and they're always feeling the ground. They're telling your brain things like, hey, we're on a soft carpet now, or this ground is a little tilted. And last but definitely not least, we have the real MVP, the star of the show, the vestibular system. This thing is tucked away deep inside your inner ear, and it works just like a super advanced gyroscope. It detects every tiny tilt, every turn, every little change in speed of your head. It's your personal gravity detector. Okay, so your brain, the central processor, is getting this absolute flood of data from your eyes, your feet, your inner ear, all at once. And in milliseconds, it sorts through all of it, puts it all together, and then sends out an order. It calls on your body's first responders, your muscles, and tells them exactly what to do to keep you upright. And the way your body responds is it's brilliant. It has these automatic built-in strategies. So for little tiny sways, like when you're just standing still, your body uses the ankle strategy, just small adjustments in your ankles. But if the sway gets bigger or faster, it escalates. It calls in the hip strategy, using your hips to bring your weight back to center. And if things get really dicey and you're pushed way off balance, boom, the stepping strategy kicks in. You take a step, create a whole new base of support, and prevent a fall. It's your body's ultimate failsafe. But what happens when a piece of this amazing system starts to break down or just gets a little glitchy? Well, for one thing, as we get older, our balance control system it changes. It's a natural part of aging. Compared to younger adults, older adults often have slightly slower reaction times. And they also tend to jump straight to using that big hip strategy more often, even for small wobbles where the ankle strategy would have worked just fine. It's just a bit less efficient. And look, it's not just about aging. Your balance can get thrown off by all kinds of things. You could have sensory problems, like neuropathy, where you can't feel your feet as well. You could have damage to that inner ear gyroscope, maybe from an infection. Even things like stiff joints or the side effects from certain medications can mess with the whole system. Okay, but here's the most important part of this whole thing, the crucial point. You are not powerless here. Balance is a skill. And just like any other skill, playing the piano, shooting a basketball, it can be trained, it can be improved. And all the research on this is super clear. The best way, the most effective way to get better balance is to train the whole system together. You can't just work on one part. You have to challenge your sensors, your brain's processing speed, and your muscle responses. You got to train that whole balance trio. So let's talk about a real-world example. There's this one program, it's been studied a ton, called the Otego Home Exercise Program. And it's been proven again and again to be a really effective and affordable way to reduce falls, especially for older adults. And the best part is, it's not some crazy complicated thing. It's actually beautifully simple. It's basically three things: a 30-minute routine you do at home with leg strengthening exercises, some specific dynamic balance training to really challenge the system, and then just a basic walking plan to put it all together.
But hey, you don't even need a specific program to get started, because they're all based on the same key principles. It's all about safely, and I mean safely, challenging your balance system. So you could try standing on different surfaces, maybe a pillow or some grass, to work that somatosensory system. You could try moving your head and arms around while you're balancing to wake up that vestibular system. You could even carefully, maybe next to a wall or a counter, try closing your eyes for a few seconds to make your other systems work harder.
All right, so after all of that, what's the one big thing you should take away from all this? It's this: balance is not a passive thing that you just have. It is an active skill that your body is constantly doing every second of every day. And because it's a skill, that means you can practice it, you can maintain it, and you can absolutely improve it, no matter how old you are. So I'm going to leave you with a question. What's one small thing you can do today to challenge your balance? Seriously, maybe it's as simple as trying to stand on one leg while you brush your teeth tonight. The first step to improving this incredible unseen skill is to just make it seen.